What's up guys, I'm Kenneth. Welcome back to Lost in Paradise. Today we'll be jumping back into the Lost in NYC series. This is vlog number 3, day number 4 in NYC. Quick disclaimer, if this is your first video that you watch of the Lost in NYC series, there are 2 more videos before this one, so I'd recommend go watch those first and then come back to this one. The playlist to this series is going to be linked down below in the description box. Day number 4 in New York City. So the plan for this day was to go to the edge, walk around Hudson Yards, take pictures in front of the vessel, do the High Line, which is super close to Hudson Yards, visit Chelsea Market, and end the day watching the sunset from top of the rock. Giving you guys a little bit of a spoiler of what's gonna happen next in this video. The day didn't really go according to the plan. Good morning vlog. This is day 3 in New York City. We are making our way to the edge. So we're gonna be getting on the train right now, walking towards this train station. We're gonna be going downstairs, taking the train. It's about a 40-minute ride on the subway, but I'm super excited to get on the subway and climb up to the edge and see that amazing view. Even though today I think we won't be having such an amazing view because it's very cloudy. It's gonna be raining in a couple hours. So let's see how that view looks. So this day in New York was very cloudy. When we woke up, it looked like it had rained during the night. Everything was wet. Like I said, super cloudy, very misty, very foggy. When we got to the city, we couldn't really even see the top of a lot of the skyscrapers in New York. We quickly noticed that that was gonna be a problem for both observation decks that we were gonna visit that day. So we just got to Manhattan, like I said. It's super cloudy and misty. And we're gonna be literally over there on top of the clouds. Hopefully we get a cool view even if it's cloudy. Regardless of how the weather looked, we still went to the edge. Walking into that building was super cool. Hudson Yards is a very new neighborhood in New York City, and everything there, like I said, it's super new. The buildings are new. Where the edge observation deck sits in, it's this super tall building, and it has a 4-story mall in the bottom. Okay, so we're inside the building where the edge is at. We're gonna go up to the 4th floor, and that's where you take the elevator up to the observatory deck. So it looks like the first 4 floors here below the edge is like a mall. They have a whole bunch of shops and restaurants. It looks super nice. So maybe after we come down from the edge, we come down and look at the shops. And then the staff from the edge informed us that because of the weather, because of the mist and the fog and how cloudy it was, and it was on and off raining, they told us that we weren't really gonna have any visibility of the city from the observation deck. So that was a problem. Bad news, guys. So we have to reschedule because there's bad weather. It's too cloudy, it's too misty. We're not gonna be able to see anything. So we're gonna bump it up to another day during the week that we'll be able to come back. Okay, so while my sister gets her tickets moved to another day, I came into the gift shop to see what I find. They have a lot of cool things. I found this keychain that I really like, and I want to put it on my new bag, my new Louis Vuitton bag. I think it would look really cool. They have super nice things. I love the water bottles. I want to get some pins. Oh, they have denim jackets. That's awesome. So with that information, we figured it was best to just change the reservation for the next day or the following days, because we still had several days there in New York. And that's what we try to do. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do anything with changing our tickets to the following days because we didn't buy it from the Edge website. We bought it like from a third-party tourism company, and then we tried to reach out to them. It was super difficult for us to communicate with them, and at the end we were able to communicate with them, and they told us that the Edge was an all-weather attraction, so it doesn't really change anything if the weather is bad, which makes no sense because it's an outside observation deck. You're literally in the clouds already as it is, and it just makes no sense. What if a storm is coming? They're just gonna let people be out there? No, they should have a plan, and they should be able to refund you the money or change you the tickets for another day. But nothing was accomplished. The staff from the Edge were actually really kind to us. They were super nice. They were trying to help us out so we could get other tickets, but unfortunately, since we didn't buy the tickets with them, they really couldn't do anything. So after thinking of what we should do of anyways going up there to the observation deck or just leaving and not doing anything, we decided on going because we had already paid for it, so why not at least try that maybe the sky would clear up a little bit and we could see a glimpse of the city. So me and my sister decided to go up anyways. Okay, we're gonna go down. We already made it to the top of the tower. We're gonna go outside just behind these doors over here to the Edge. So we're gonna have to make the best of it. Hopefully the sky clears up just a little bit so we could see a view of the city. Hopefully it's still cool and it will look good on pictures and on video. Okay, so we're outside and this is the view. Unfortunately, literally no view. The mist is so thick. There's such a thick fog right now. We're literally hundreds of floors in the sky, but you can't really see anything, which is sad. So here you would be able to see the city at its finest, but all we could see is clouds. It sucks. Sucks that they couldn't change our tickets to another day. Ooh, and it's cold too. The Edge is one of the newest things to do in New York City, like one of the newest attractions and newest observation decks, and everybody's going there. It gets super busy, everybody's loving it. I've seen tons of pictures and videos of people going there, friends and people on YouTube going there, and everybody has an excellent experience. Nonetheless, we still had a nice time going up there. Like the experience of like going through the lines and the elevator and all the things that you get to see before actually getting to the top is really cool. And they also have really cool gift shops at the top of the building and also in the bottom where you make the line to the Edge. So I took advantage of that and I got some stuff from the gift shop. So just a little advice that I would give you guys is if you're going to visit the Edge, definitely buy your tickets right there at the Edge. Don't buy it from third-party websites or anything like that, because something that could happen to you was what happened to us about the weather. So I would definitely recommend you buying it right there at the Edge, and if they have bad weather, they'll let you know and they'll recommend you not to go and to come back another day. So coming back down from the Edge, we walked out of the building and we walked straight into the vessel. So this is like a little plaza that they have where the vessel sits at. It's this really amazing sculpture that I love taking pictures of. It's so cool and shiny and futuristic. It kind of looks like a beehive. I think the hive would have been a better name for it instead of the vessel. The hive. To me, it makes more sense. Just got out of the Edge and now we are here, right in front of the vessel, which looks super cool. Let's get a better view of that. So this is absolutely ginormous. It doesn't even fit in the frame, but there you guys can get a bit of a better view. Here you can almost see it, all of it in frame. I love this. This structure is such a work of art, a masterpiece. After taking a little break and sitting in front of the vessel, we decided to get on the High Line. We actually found it super close, right there next to the vessel. So we walked up to the High Line and decided to walk it because that was already on our list. So it worked out perfect. Now we are walking on the High Line next to this amazing structure back here. It is a masterpiece, really. I'm gonna show you. High Line with view of Jersey over there. We're gonna walk it to the Chelsea Market. Something that I was really excited for this trip, going back to New York this year, was going to the High Line. Last time that I was in New York, I wasn't able to do the High Line because it was so cold. It was way too cold to be walking outdoors. Walking through the High Line was so cool. I love the High Line. I love that this time we also went in a different season and they still had a lot of plants and the trees were full of leaves and everything looks so pretty. So I was really happy to be walking the High Line in this time of the year, and I was able to take so many pictures there. So the next thing in our list was to go to the Chelsea Market. Luckily the High Line leaves you really close to this Chelsea Market, so we decided to hop off the High Line and walk to the Chelsea Market and do a little bit of shopping. Just made it inside Chelsea Market. Looks pretty cool. Let's see what we find. So this was our first time going to Chelsea Market. We had never been there before. I have always heard so many good things about it, and I was really excited to go. I heard that they had great food and great shops and straight up my alley. We actually ended up going there again later in the week. You guys know how much I love bookstores. Look at this. We just walked into one here in Chelsea Market. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more. I've already found stuff that I want, like pins. I'm going to buy these too. This store looks great. It has so many books, and I've already seen some books that I know of and that I am kind of wanting, so I'll update you guys a little bit later. Out of Chelsea Market, did just a little bit of shopping, maybe not a little bit. And now we are on our way to Times Square again. We want to see it during the daytime. After Chelsea Market, we decided to continue on walking through the streets of New York City and just hopping some shops. So while we were walking, we found this Asian bookstore. I think it was a Korean bookstore. So we ended up going in there. They also had English books, so I definitely saw stuff that I wanted. This is why I like walking instead of taking the train in New York City, because you find these really cool stores. And we just walked into an Asian bookstore, but it actually has every type of books, like in English as well. I already found 2 books that I want, and these are actually the 4th and the 5th book that I buy today. So yeah, I have a reading problem. I actually didn't even end up buying those books there. After that, we went to Barnes & Noble's, which was really close by, and I have a Barnes & Noble's membership card, so I knew those books would have been a lot cheaper in Barnes & Noble, so that is what I decided to do, not get them there and get them in Barnes & Noble's. And going to Barnes & Noble's was actually the last thing that we did, because walking out of Barnes & Noble's, it started raining so hard. Actually, the reason why we went inside Barnes & Noble's was because it had already started raining. So we were seeking refuge really from the rain. And after we walked the whole 3 stories of Barnes & Noble's, we didn't really have anything else to do, so we decided just to go back to the Airbnb in New Jersey. And like I said before, we did have our reservation and tickets to go to Top of the Rock. We decided on changing those to the next day, and there we were able to do it. We were able to change our reservation for the next day, which worked out awesome. So that is what we did. We did it the next day instead of doing it that day, because it just kept on raining and it was really cloudy. We weren't going to be able to see anything either. So the whole day pretty much kept on raining, and that's why we decided to go back to the Airbnb. And that is how our 4th day in New York ended. Even though this day rained a lot, we still had a lot of fun, and we got to experience new things like going to the High Line and going to Chelsea Market. So even if it rains in New York City, you still have fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I am going to be posting the following days of this trip here on this channel pretty soon, and don't forget to catch up on the previous videos if you have not watched those. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I really recommend that you do, because I've been posting non-stop pictures of this vacation. So definitely follow me on Instagram at I'm Kenneth Castro. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.